Hey, welcome back to the Craftic channel. If you're new here, my name is Jen and I make videos about crafting with your stash and sometimes book reviews, and this one is a little bit of both. So as you may or may not know, I started doing a 100-day project last February 2024. So the official 100-day project started February 18th of 2024, I believe. And my original idea was that there's this book that I've been wanting to draw, like I've been wanting to actually do the exercises, and they're exactly 200 doodles, as you see here. And I was like, well, I could just do 2 a day, and here we are in August 2025, and we're finally done, so yay. So life happens. You don't always get to do your 100-day projects in the 100 days, but they're still done, you know, so that's always a win. I made this little 100-day tracker for this project, and clearly I only used it for the first 100 days, and then when I was done with that, I just kept going and stopped tracking it. And if you want this tracker, it is available for all newsletter subscribers, so there is a link in the description down below if you want to join the Craftic newsletter. Quick intro. So this is the Botanical Line Drawing book by Peggy Dean, and it's a beautiful book. So all the illustrations are black and white, and you have instructions where every single drawing is broken down into 6 steps. So it usually starts with something really small, something simple, and then you build up on it, and then the 6th step is like the final drawing. So usually the 5th and 6th step are basically the exact same thing. So it's really 5 steps. And it's broken down into just a few categories. So you'll see, like, this one starts off with this really nice page and it says leaves. So that's the category. So I can walk you through the table of contents really quickly. So there's leaves, flowers, cacti and succulents, and more nature. And those are the actual drawing sections. The rest are just like welcome and resources and stuff like that. So I'll just do like a really quick flip through of everything. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I thought it was a really nice book, and it actually does break down every single plant on these pages, so you can look them up. It's not in alphabetical order, so if you want to look this up and like draw something, you definitely have to actually read every single one. I mean, we're all good at skimming, right? But before I get into the doodles, I wanted to do something fun. So in the Craftic planner, there's this section where it is a creative Kanban board, that's what I call it. So there are these sections where it's like your projects that are coming up, things that you're getting ready to start, things that are in progress, things that are still needs finishing touches, but they're like almost done. And this is when it's completely done, and this is when it's on pause. And I already moved it, but let's do it again, all right? Ready? We're going from in progress to completely done. Woohoo! And I actually did write it down here. So these are my 2025 goals that I set up at the beginning of the year. And these are always way too ambitious. Like, I think I have all this time in the world. Out of the 15 projects that I've written, I have finished 3. But one of them was a neck warmer for my son. One was a baby blanket for a friend. And the 200 doodle. When I started this year, I believe I was under 100, so there were definitely a lot of doodles left to finish. So it wasn't a small project to add to this list. And also I will show you for that week when I finished it, I added it to my craft project of the week, and I knew that there were 28 doodles left, and I broke it down so that I'd have, I think I was doing like 5 a day. And the interesting thing is that if you do something a lot, you get really good at it and you get really fast at it, which is shocking, I know. But it's like, it's worth repeating, right? And I did finish it officially on August 14th, and here I wrote it. I actually did 10 doodles that day, which is surprising. I think I was aiming to finish it by Friday, but I was so happy that I had finished 5, I think, earlier in the afternoon, that after bedtime, I just decided to just finish the rest and just go for it and like call it done. So that was really exciting. yeah, so let me walk you through the actual sketchbook. So this book is called 100 Days of Craft Books. I think I started this project in like 2018 or 2019. So this whole sketchbook is basically, it's basically where I'm drawing things from different books that I have in my collection. So like sketchbooks that I keep wanting to do the exercises from, but then I never get to. So then I was like, I'll just put them all in here and work through every single exercise. So that's kind of what I've been doing. So this is a calligraphy animals book. I did this, I think there was a review on here a while ago. And this was like a sketchbook, like sketching things around your house. And this was painting rocks, but I didn't actually have rocks on me. So I was like, I'll just draw them on paper. I don't know. And then this, I think I just brought this with me to a drawing class one time, like a live drawing class. So this is completely unrelated. And then this is actually from the Kawaii Doodles book. And I did every single drawing in that book as well. And then this was like I think this is from like the second book. I can't remember, but there's another book in the series. So finally we get to the 100 Days Botanical Line Drawings. So just so you know, like I was drawing at my desk pretty much every time. And I stuck to a very simple palette. And by palette, I mean like 4 things that I actually used for every single drawing. So I would start off with a pencil sketch. So this is a mechanical drawing pencil from, I believe this is Zebra. And then when I was done drawing and I liked it and I stopped erasing so much, I would use this black fine liner. And then this was for some details. So every time I sat down to draw, I would just pick up these 4 things, and it made it so much simpler than having to choose like which pencil, which fine liner am I going to use. Like I would just leave them like right here. So I had this little, this little, I don't know what you call it. I guess a little tray, and it's in the shape of the New York State. That's where I'm from. So I would just leave this like that, and it was always ready at my desk. So whenever I sat down, it was just ready to be picked up, which was pretty cool. So yeah, so if you're doing a 100-day project, I definitely recommend simplifying the process, because just the act of doing something for 100 days can be really hard, or just making 100 of anything can be really hard. So I feel like if you simplify, like setting up your space, making sure that the supplies are always available, picking one sketchbook, you know, and yeah, just making things as easy as possible so that you can just sit down and then get to work. So this is the flower section, obviously. And these are the cacti and succulents, and this is when I started using the lighter gray fine liner, because there were a lot of little details. And then finally, I think this is like more nature. And that's it. Those are all 200 doodles. I can't believe it took me over a year and a half, or about a year and a half actually. Obviously I've done other things in between. I think there's also something to be said about getting bored about a project halfway through and then picking it up and then putting it down and picking it up. Like sometimes I would do 6 doodles in a sitting and then I wouldn't pick it up for another week. And then sometimes I would do like 2 and then skip a day, and then 3 and then skip a day, and then not pick it up for like 2 weeks. So I think in the final month, that's when I really got motivated to just get it over with, which was kind of interesting because I really enjoyed drawing it. And I mean, definitely got much faster. So things took way less time. Like I would sit down for half an hour and get out 4 drawings. I feel like when I first started, I would do like maybe 2 doodles in 30 minutes because I was just being so precise and like kind of being too perfectionist about it. So yeah, there's something about letting go as well and just being good enough. So that is it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along on my journey. If you've been following this like 100-day project since last February. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.